honestly, it feels like it's been ages since I've used the tripod, so I'm happy to be able to use it. So I'm recording for day 17 and 18. Today is day 20 though, so this is not where I am. So I'm gonna do both the days together because not much happened. So day 17, I wake up. So this is directly after my big trek in the mountains. So I wake up, I have my bus at 10:15. But I wake up and I'm in like just my dirty clothes, because I fell asleep in them last night and I just barely got any good sleep. So I woke up and I just made the decision, I'm just gonna buy another bus ticket. I got one at 1, I washed my clothes, I ate a good breakfast and made it to this bus station. And I met this one American guy. I told him my story of the day before and he loved it, and we got talking, and that was nice. Once we got to Fez, my hostel was like an hour walk away, but it was only like a 5-minute drive. So instead of getting a taxi, I did walk the 1 hour. So I'm walking, I stop, I get something to eat, I continue walking, just about before I enter like the Medina actual part of it. I run into this one guy. He's super nice to me, he's talking to me. Instantly that probably should have set something off, but I was talking to him, and he just told me where my hostel is, because usually like if you follow them they'll ask for money, but he wasn't. He just told me where it was. So I ended up just continue walk. I said thanks and I continued walking. As I was walking, he kind of pulls up on his scooter, he grabs my bag and he's like, hop on. So I hop on this guy's scooter with my massive like backpack on, and he's like whipping through these tiny like passageways, and honestly it was really fun. And I was expecting to pay money for that, but then as soon as he brings me to the hostel, he's like, meet back here at this time and like tonight, and I'll show you around. I was like, okay, and I knew I was expecting to pay this guy money. The last time I got scammed, it was 200, but I was willing to pay this guy 400 dirham, because he said that he'd do one tonight, and then tomorrow, he said there was like a festival, so he would show me that. So, I check in, I do what I need to do, and I hop back out, and I meet with him. He starts giving me a nice tour on the Medina, and it's beautiful, I'm enjoying it. He's super funny, he's cracking jokes. He's teaching his cousin how to, give tours like this as well. And yeah, I was just really enjoying it. I told him I was more into the history, so he was telling me all about the history of everything. So that was really nice. And then as it got closer to the end, he tried to get me into a few shops to buy something, but I really wasn't interested, and I could kind of tell, he was a little mad that, not like mad, he was just a little annoyed that I wasn't buying anything. Even though I told him repeatedly, like, I'm not a buyer, like, I'm not here to buy things, I don't have room. But at the end of the night, like, I was happy to pay him. I was gonna pay him 200 dirham, and then, 200 the next night or something. But, he says what, they all say, if you're happy, I make you happy, you make me happy. So obviously that means he wanted money. So I go pull out the 200, I'm like, I give this tonight, I'll give you more tomorrow. And he's like, no. I want 1,200 dirham. That's like $160. It shocked me when he said that. And I think he can kind of tell, and he's like, is that like, it's like, if you're not happy, like we can do something. And I was like no, like I'm super happy, but that's just like a lot of money, you know? And I started pulling out more because honestly, I didn't, usually when you say a lot, he's like, no, like just final 1,200. So I start pulling it out, and he's like, no. He gives me back the money I gave him. He's like, if you're not happy, we'll do more tomorrow, and then you can give me the money, you know, once you're more happy. And I was oddly like, it just really surprised me. So he walked me back to the hostel, and I said goodbye, and we would meet up the next day. But as I was like trying to fall asleep, I just, you know, it kind of dawned on me, like, this is a lot of money. And if he's gonna get frustrated like he was that night, that I wasn't buying anything, that the next day is gonna be like even worse. So I woke up the next morning, so this next day, and I go to this pizza place to just eat something real quick, and he texts me, he's like, are you ready to meet up? And I'm like, sure. I meet up with him, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, man, but I had really something important that came up for me, and I really have to go back to Canada. I'll give you some money though for last night. And I just gave him like 600 dirham, and I walked off. 600 dirham, it's still like $85, but I mean, I cut that price in half from the 1,200, and he didn't really care. So I'm gonna say that's a win in my books. But still, I was still a little frustrated just because I got myself into that situation again. But honestly, I think like when I got like scammed kind of in Saskatchewan, and then I kind of got, I guess, a little scammed here again in Fez. I feel like this is kind of leading up, it's kind of like training for Marrakesh, because I heard it's kind of like, it's just crazy. Like, it's the tourist spot, and the streets are crazy. There's just like there's a lot going on. So I kind of have to be on my A game, and I just have to lock in. But I mean, I kind of did feel bad because I was really enjoying the tour, and I really liked it, and I wanted to give him money, but that was just a lot for me. But after that, the rest of that day, I kind of just laid in bed, and I kind of just, you know, I was really working on my phone storage, because it was being really weird, and because of like the spotty internet in the Medinas, which is why I'm posting like all these videos so late. To sync to my iCloud, it took like 24 hours just for like 200 photos, just because the reception was so bad. And then I tried uploading. I tried to upload a video yesterday, but again, since the internet was so bad, it just took a crazy long amount of time, and my phone was low battery, so I wasn't trying to have it on all night and die on me. So that was those 2 days. Honestly, Fez, maybe it's because of my personal experience, but I did not enjoy it at all. But I mean, I guess it's technically good night, I guess. So good night.